going on? We're back. The boys have outspoken with yet another review. This episode was a little sad because Nina's our fave.
I can't take this 2 weeks in a row. First Valentina and now Nina. Like, I can't. No.
Our faves are.
Yeah, it's true. All the girls that we've been like, I mean, we still root for a few of them, but all of our, you know, our favorites, the ones that are close to our hearts, have now been eliminated.
Fucking Nina had a hard time with it in the beginning of the episode. She said Valentina, you could tell she was kind of hurt by it.
Right. I definitely think that Nina, aside from the fact that she's in it, I don't think that she completely will emerge her mind in being competitive. I think she lets everything around her affect her, which I relate to her on that.
When she was in the workroom talking about like how she was upset that she was the one who to send home Valentina, Sasha was not having it. Sasha was like,
Most of them were.
Well, they were all. Trinity wasn't having it. I think at this point they're a little over the, you know, you can only build up people so much, and now at this point in the competition, everyone needs to focus on themselves.
And I agree.
I agree too. You can only be someone's cheerleader for so much until they believe in themselves. So, yeah, they had to kind of roll back and focus on what they need to do for the competition.
Right.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss seeing Valentina's smile.
Right.
It's a little weird, I know.
It's me.
Valentina.
Girl, she ain't here no more. Listen.
Just let it go.
Okay. Let's talk about the challenge on this episode.
They had to do a makeover.
They did for some of like
the crew members behind the camera, the mic guy and the
sound, the creative director.
And right now we're gonna do the same. Come on,
Reyes, come on!
Makeover, baby!
Pay me.
No, it's an exciting challenge. It's always fun. I always like the makeover one. It's another classic. They kind of always make over someone. And, you know, some burly straight guys and crew guys was definitely...
one straight guy.
I was going to say maybe one straight guy out of the bunch.
No, I think the guy with tattoos was straight.
Two, okay, a couple of them.
Which I thought he was cute, and I also thought that
Rizzo
was really cute.
Yeah, Rizzo's cute.
I like the black one. The black one was cute too.
Oh yeah, he was cute.
His name is Josh. You shouldn't call him the black one.
You know what? Because I hate when people call me the black one.
Yeah.
I really like Josh. Josh was nice.
Thank you.
The black one?
No,
he was cute. He
was cute too.
They all brought something. Yeah. I mean, they're easily likable.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, there's been ones in the past where like they make over athletes or something, and some of the guys are just assholes about it or not embracing it. So the fact that all of them kind of ran with it, first of all, makes the queen's jobs a lot easier, and it's more entertaining for all of us when they just kind of embrace it and have fun with it.
I also think it had a lot to do with the fact that they're part of the behind the scenes people with Drag Race, so they kind of know what to expect.
Right.
I think my favorite was probably the dad's story, just because he touched on having kids and just kind of being open-minded with what they want to do.
Right.
I just feel like that's what we need. That's a progressive father that we need in today's world. That is what Ru is bringing with this season, is just like the conversation that needs to be had. And it's on VH1, so it's given a much bigger platform than Logo. So I think, yes, Ru, help the children.
Right. And aside from it just being all, about the competition and the queens, because you have all these crazy stands, which we talked about on our last episode, by Ru, shining light on those topics like that, like bringing in dads that have kids that will be okay with their, with their children being LGBTQ plus, part of that. I feel like that's the whole premise of the show.
There was one guy that kind of mentioned there's different kinds of queens. There's comedy queen, there's model queen, there's fishy queens. It's just like, they get it. They understand that this is an art form, and I like that they touched on that.
They're actually learning from their job. They're actually learning from their job and paying attention, and I think that's awesome.
If you want to learn about something that you're not really familiar about, it's just putting yourself in a situation, surrounding yourself with people. Like, if you're like, oh, I don't know about that.
You have to make yourself uncomfortable sometimes in order to grow. Exactly, to grow as a person. Definitely.
Right. And also like how Rizzo was open about his story and saying, he didn't fit the mold, being a jock, and you kind of get to see everyone gets affected in their own way as far as growing up and being with friends. So I like that they touched on that too.
Definitely.
So because Shea and Sasha were the winners last week, they got to choose which crew member gets paired up with which queen. Did you think they were pretty fair? Because in the past, sometimes the queens will sort of assign a more difficult makeover challenge to queens they might be feuding with, but
which I like, and I live for the drama.
Yeah, well,
they were too fair. I wanted to.
Yeah, they were pretty fair. I feel like they were pretty fair.
Everyone fit perfectly for who it was.
Season of the sisters.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what they're saying. It's a very nice season overall.
And I'm not gonna lie, I love a nice queen, so I was like, okay, good for y'all. Now I like you more, Shea.
I like a bitchy queen.
Yeah, I like a bitchy queen.
I like
you can still be a nice person and just be able to be a bitch and shady and fun.
do it very well.
I don't mind them being nice. I just still am bothered by back when they were with the reading in the library, everyone apologizing to each other. I was like, I hurt your feelings. That's the whole point.
No, but the only one that was making them apologize was Alexis, because she was the only one that got
didn't
offended.
make them though too. Farrah and Valentina were a little nicey nice.
Well, because she was the only one that got affected.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Let's talk about who excelled and who did not do great in this challenge. Obviously, let's start with Trinity Taylor. She won the damn challenge.
She did.
She slayed, and she was with the cute when she was with Rizzo.
Yes. That tuck. You guys saw that tuck?
Rizzo, you committed.
Well,
Yes.
if your coach is gonna be Trinity to tuck, like she said, your tuck has to be right on point. And it was. So I don't know how much hands-on help she gave him,
Well,
but
because he cut it off.
right.
It looked like it. It looked like it.
Literally
That was
like
flat.
It was a good tuck. It was a good tuck. I do love Trinity's, but I actually almost think that Sasha should have won this week. I really like Sasha's look with her person. They looked identical.
You're usually not a Sasha fan.
Well, I mean, I'm a fan of hers, but I'm not. She's never blown me away. Like, some people stand for her, we know.
Yeah, girl.
But,
all 5 of them came for us on YouTube.
I know all 5 of her fans came for us.
I came for y'all, because I like Sasha.
No, I've always
Girl,
liked
I know
her.
you don't. You're so fake.
I never said anything bad about Sasha, except for I don't relate to her personality as much. There's something that's, you know, she has a slight snobbery about her and her aesthetic. So? That's just my opinion. There's a pretentiousness. Well, exactly. Well,
apparently you have to be smart to like to be a fan of Sasha.
Well, that's her fans came for us and said you have to be smart to like her fan. That's a pretty pretentious thing to say. So they're just sort of proving my point about what my disconnect is with Sasha. Right. But that being said, I think she should have won this week. I think her and her partner's look were very cohesive. I thought it was a little more fashion forward. I do love Trinity, but you know, I have a thing about swimsuits. It's just so lazy to me. But Trinity did do great, but I definitely think this week should have been Sasha's.
You know, Mama Ru loves a nice ass.
Well,
so that's why Trinity was like, I got the win.
I got it.
Because baby, that's all I could look with that ass. So perfect.
So perfect.
And it amazes me that bitch needs no padding whatsoever, girl.
Well,
the padding is
I
inside.
mean,
it's padding, but
on the
it's
inside.
It's grade A padding.
On the inside where it counts.
I've said this many times. Let's talk about it again. This bathing suit. Are you over it? You feel like they're bringing it off?
I just feel like there's been a lot of bathing suits this season, and and they're not all been good ones. A lot of them look cheap too, which is a problem. It's so easy to just throw on a bunch of accessories, a cape, a cloak, some jewelry, whatever, and put on a bathing suit. That's easy.
Right.
That's easy. I mean, there's been queens on Drag Race that come out in like Victorian ball gowns and the whole done up, and there are some really talented queens this season, but I've been seeing a little bit of lack for me of some of the big over the top, you know, avant-garde moments that I've seen in the past. So
yeah, on the flip side, I get it, but also, you know, like we talked, I feel like it's just this generation of queens love bringing a body look. They know what they bring, so, you know, the body queens, and that, you know, and I get it's like a bathing suit, but at this point, it's just like an outfit, you know? If they put stuff, if it's just literally like, you know, plain jeans, okay, I get it. But, you know, I don't mind, you know, not seeing a queen in a gown all the time.
That's fair.
I wish I had a gown.
Oh, like you don't. Dance around your house.
You would serve. You guys stay tuned. We're getting this bitch right here in drag if it's the last thing we do.
I would hate that. I would just hate that.
I know she does. Let's talk about Peppermint. I thought Peppermint looked good as far as her look. I didn't think that her drag daughter, or you know, the person she was paired up with, looked that great. But her drag daughter saved her because she had tons of personality.
Yes.
She was everything.
Yes, she was paired with Sarge.
Sarge.
And he was so funny.
He was hilarious.
He's a comedy queen.
Yeah, he
He
is.
can just give you a look, you know, like Alyssa, where just
Yeah.
you make a stupid face and he'll have you laughing all
Was
night.
he the one that said he's been there since like season 4, or he's been there for a while though?
For a while.
So I think he's seen the game. Yeah. He knows how to play. He knows how to do queens better than some of these queens might actually.
Right. He might have been going home in the mirror practicing.
Of course.
Stealing people's stuff from the set every day. A massive collection of.
After like every single episode that they film, they go home and she studies it.
Where are my heels?
Right.
Sarge.
Alexis, and her pairing.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that? Those shoulders were on point.
Very broad.
Very broad. No.
Coming from my shoulder.
I don't care anymore. Yeah, well, you're not Alexis.
Stem. Stemmy. Look at her.
Okay. Y'all weren't feeling Alexis?
It was alright.
It was okay.
It was okay.
It was cohesive. It wasn't horrible. I
She's
couldn't
just
read her
literally
shit.
like coasting.
Mm-hmm.
There's no up, there's no down. It's just like.
Well, I feel like she's had a few downs and never really super great ups, and everything else has been fairly mediocre.
I feel like y'all are too mean to Alexis.
I was about to say, do you feel like the fans are too hard? Because it's not just us that kind of like, like me. I feel like a lot of people are like not really feeling her. Do y'all feel like, what do y'all think about that?
I think it has a lot to do with her attitude throughout the competition.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people aren't feeling it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's her personality. She's kind of abrasive, and she says it like it is, and she whines a little bit, and people haven't gotten to see any sort of really, really warm or happy or friendly or funny side to her too much. And those are the things that people are drawn to. And she hasn't had much of a story even, and she hasn't done anything that's blown anybody away. So it's harder to relate to queens like that.
Well, she had other looks in her closet. No one helped her though. That's why.
She's never.
Well, you know, it's everybody's. It's all the other queens' responsibility to make sure Alexis.
I mean, it all goes back to that. Because we were on the fence a little. The first few episodes with Alexis were like, I don't know, she might be a thing. And then we met her, and she was very nice to us, and she was very sweet. But you know, we all see what we see on the show, and if you're kind of rubbing people the wrong way, that's just how you're coming across. People can't help if they react to you, good or bad.
She's competitive. I can't get mad at her.
She's competitive. I do think she's a polished queen. I do think she's an experienced queen, and you know, she does what she does very good. But for this competition,
Shea Coulee.
So this week wasn't the best week for Shea.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
No, it was the best week for Shea herself, but she did nothing for her partner.
Well,
his wig was falling off. The makeup was okay.
You could see the hairline in the back right here. Girl was like, ooh.
It's like she did herself. It was like, boom.
Right.
And we said he was one of the best looking guys. And he had the potential to look the most like her. A tall, statuesque.
Same
you know,
skin tone.
Exactly.
Everything.
He had the most potential to be a twin of hers and really play well off of each other. And she didn't. I don't know. She worried about herself more? Do you think that's what it was?
I feel like Shea is what you look when you get a profile pic on Facebook and then her partner was the tag photo you get. And you're like, bitch, why did you tag me in this? Or what you order online and then when you get it home, like, it just wasn't, it was a washed down version of her. And it was sloppy, like y'all said.
Right.
It was sloppy toppy.
Yeah.
Showing and shit.
Sloppy Shea.
Last but definitely not least in our eyes is our girl Nina. Bonina Brown. So yeah, she did go home this week.
When she went home defeated, like she didn't even try. And she said, she was like, I just feel like just standing up here. And
Before we get to the lipstick, let's talk about her look. What did y'all think?
The look
Another corset.
It was a little predictable, like Michelle put it. A little predictable.
The high boots and the corset. We've seen this before from her.
Well, you know what? She tried to do a look. She tried to sew a look. But I feel like she gave up on that because she can't sew, which made no sense. Why would you attempt to sew something you can't sew?
Right.
In that little bit of a time. I'm like, girl, not even Michael Kors can sew 2
in that time. 2 hours. Like, whatever.
You know what I mean? Just...
If she was not, I'm telling you, it all leads down to 2 things with Nina. Overthinking and always thinking that everybody's out to get her. Like, if she literally went into Bonina Brown when she's in her bedroom at her mama's house, in her mama's basement, like, just putting together an art piece that she's came up with herself without worrying about what everybody else is thinking, I think she could have executed something amazing. But her mind, it gets her up here.
She needs to bring some of her Nina Live personality too, because she still is maybe a little insecure and still self-doubts like we all do. But on live, she brings it a little more. She's a little more sassy. She's more sassy with the fans. she exudes a little bit more confidence in that realm, and I wish she would bring that a little bit more to the competition.
Right. The competition,
yeah.
You know?
Look,
right.
She's talented. We all know that. But this is a competition. You gotta think smart.
Yeah.
And you know you don't have that much of a time. Maybe you don't do a character. Maybe just be a fishy look, because you know you gotta paint your partner too. So you know you're not gonna be able to do all the ears and a perfect beat as for the bunny look. Why not just throw on some eyeshadow and bring fishy?
Totally.
I even think the bunny look could have probably been executed better had she not thought about, oh, let me sew something together. Like, she probably wasted a lot of time. No telling how much time she wasted doing that.
Even what Ross said, even if it had more details, sometimes it's the details that count. A pop of color here, or better jewelry, or some more cohesive thread between the two of y'all.
Right.
It just
she could have done a Playboy bunny.
See, that could have worked a little. Even a little tail, like they said, would have been super cute.
I would have lived for the poodle look, girl. You know how she did?
Totally.
If she would have did her a poodle and then her drag daughter as a poodle, oh my gosh.
Or even like if she was a rabbit, he was a tortoise. Tortoise?
Yes, no, that would have been cute. The rabbit.
That would have been cute.
They would have been racing. And they could have had character.
Little drag race.
Right.
That would have been cute.
Yeah.
We should work for World of Wonder or something.
We give them hints in this.
Every time.
Could be advisors. The irony of it being Shea and Nina lip syncing together. The bottom two, they've had a little conflict. They've had a sisterhood. They've been up and down. Things are tense, and it ended with them battling it out.
It hurt my heart.
Yeah. I still think that they're even during their lip sync, I think there was some form of like sisterhood between the two of them, because even though that tension was there, I think Shea was feeling, you know, like I love Nina, but I gotta give it my all right now. Nina had already been so defeated in the competition. I think she checked out. I don't even think Nina tried. I don't think she tried. I think she like literally handed it to Shea, in my opinion.
But Shea did do amazing job.
Oh, she did. She
did good. She definitely did good. But it did feel like Nina didn't really even try to give her that much of a run for her money. I mean, I know being in the bottom three or the bottom two 3 times now, and you know, already being so in your head all the time and self-doubting all the time, combined with that, I guess it was just kind of the last straw of her being put up against Shea and in the bottom again.
And also, she already feels like Shea's after her, you know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of it, she kind of looks at Shea as competition.
Right.
So she probably just felt defeated already before the lip sync. Just like, oh, they love Shea, they're just going to give it to Shea, so she didn't even try. I'm just like...
Yeah, being in her head. That's what it is.
Because they could have probably both stayed. You know, Ru probably would have said, you know what? Both guys stayed. She would have tried.
Girl, I don't think it's gonna happen. Well, it already happened once, kind of this season.
Yeah, they already gave him a pass. We're getting down to it now. I don't think
girl, this budget ain't in there.
Right.
Y'all both go home.
Right.
Definitely. We're getting down to it. I don't think there's gonna be anyone coming back. I don't think there's gonna be any surprises too much as far as that goes. 5 girls left now.
Well, I heard Valentina's coming back.
She's not.
In your dreams.
That was in your dreams, girl.
And many others, I'm sure, but it's not happening this season.
Oh my goodness. One thing that I do want to talk about with Nina, the one thing that she said when she sashayed away was she said that she said sue me, but she also said afterwards, she said I really wanted to bring something new and kind of change the stereotype of what they think a black drag queen would bring to the table. Do you remember, bitch, me and you talked about that on the first impressions? Like when we looked at Nina's look, we were like, she's gonna bring something to the table that's different, kind of defy the stereotype of what you think a black drag queen is gonna give you on Drag Race. And girl, you did it. You did it.
You've done us proud, girl.
Yes.
Some of the like nerd culture and pop culture and the animals and the things. I think she has so much creativity in her, so much, you know, there's a lot of ambition in there, and if she can just get out of her head, polish up the budget a little bit, and she will be unstoppable, honestly.
Yeah, she is. Nina, you got a career, girl. You got a career ahead of you. Just stay on it. Fuck what everybody thinks. You're the shit, and you need to know it.
Yeah.
And this goes for everyone who hasn't had a chance to meet Nina.
Yeah.
The sweetest person you'll meet. Yeah, she puts on this persona, and it is just that, like, a comic persona. Yeah, she's, like, in her head a lot. But when you're, like, talking to her face-to-face, she's very genuine, very funny, and just honestly a complete different persona than you might be used to on her live or even RuPaul's Drag Race. such a sweetheart. She's just in her head, and if you haven't been there, you won't understand it. But for someone who's kind of been in the same realm, like, oh my God, I'm really down on myself. Like, I do see Nina now because I'm not gonna lie. In the beginning, I was like, damn, this bitch is a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm always watching her.
We were worried before this season started. We're like, oh, we've heard some things. I've seen her live a little bit. But she's incredibly humble. She's incredibly genuine. She wears her heart on her sleeve, and she's always been very sweet to us, and I'm sure all of her fans.
And her humor is my type of humor, girl. Like, I fucks with Nina.
But her fans don't get it sometimes. Her fans on there think when she's doing the most that she really is a bitch. Like, you're like, it's horrible.
I don't think those are her fans, though. Those are probably, like, I don't know, Valentina fans or something.
Don't talk about my Valentina, bro.
I'm sorry, girl.
Some of those stands, though, really.
Yeah. Don't talk about them either.
They get violent, so yeah. Right.
We know, girl. We got some bruises from Jeb, bro, for talking bad about Valentina.
He'll beat you.
She'll beat you.
So we're down to the top 5, you guys.
Top five.
How do you guys feel about the top 5? You guys agree with it?
Definitely.
Yeah. I agree
Everybody
with
except
most
for
of
Alexis.
it. Yeah, I agree with everyone except for Alexis.
Yeah, of course, I feel like Valentina could be in Alexis' spot. But I think we got some talented queens on their hands.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to narrow it down.
We'll see. It just depends on how they perform in the last 2 challenges, I guess, a couple challenges, because it could go either way. Peppermint has been up and down throughout the competition. She didn't start off so great, but she's had some really good moments, and she is an experienced queen.
Sasha's never even been in the bottom, girl.
Sasha hasn't.
She's the only queen that
has never been in the bottom.
Yeah.
So I do have to give her props to that. Whether we love her personality or not, she's never been in the bottom, and she's always had pretty good looks throughout the entire competition.
She's definitely been giving you look.
Definitely.
Look.
And she was funny in the comedy roast. She was one of the funniest, which did surprise me. So she's definitely a contender.
Well, girl, if I was that boring, nobody would notice me enough to put me in the bottom either. But you know,
get you.
I don't care. They really went hard. No, here, real talk. I think that Sasha is really, really talented. It's just a matter of her not being my cup of tea as far as drag.
And that's fine.
And that's fine. So y'all need to calm down. I just want to read her to piss you off. I personally think Trinity for sure is going to be in the top. Yeah. I think Trinity will be in the top. If I had it my way, she'd win.
Yeah. If Trinity's not going to be in the top, her tuck definitely will be.
Yes, exactly. Because that tuck is on fleek.
Trinity's tuck.
Yeah.
Right.
I never thought I would have said this from the beginning, but I think I actually am rooting for Trinity to win.
Remember when we first started this season, we thought she was going home.
Every week, Trinity has surprised me, and that's one thing I really like, is when a queen can constantly surprise me and impress me and make me shut my judgmental mouth.
Yep.
And she did that, and I'm kind of, Team Trinity all the way.
Yeah.
Team Trinity. So it'll be close, her and Shea, I think, but...
Yeah, because I am feeling Shea. I feel like she's definitely proved herself.
Yeah.
I do like that she was put in the bottom, because I think it's going to give her that fire that she needs to be like, hold up, bitch, don't sleep on me just yet.
Right.
So I do think it was like kind of cute and, you know, a little dramatic to see her fall, but I do
give
think
her a
she's
moment.
a top contender.
Yeah, definitely. I think so too. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who watched us live tonight. Yeah. We actually live streamed the show tonight. It was actually really fun. I think we had
all 3 of you.
I was gonna say like 1 or 2 people. No, I mean I think total like 40 people came at one point or another. So we definitely appreciate you checking it out. We've never when we very first started the process, we went live a few times and we haven't done it in a really long time. So we're trying to put that back out there.
YouTube live next week?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go live again next week. Let us know what you think. We're gonna put that out there now, so you can watch it live with us. I know that we're West Coast, so we get it after everybody. But you can still watch it with us. It's a lot of fun. So
exactly.
Yes, and we drink.
Yes, we do. We're a little tipsy right now, so far.
We needed some wine in honor of our girl Nina. So we had to pour some out for her.
Just had to wet the beak.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, that's it. It was an amazing episode. I'm so sad to see Nina leave, but y'all have to go at some point, right?
Yeah.
So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our videos. And who do you guys think are going to be in the top 3? I want to know what you guys think.
Put it down on the bottom, guys.
Put it at the bottom. All right, bye.
Thanks again, guys. We love you, Nina.
Love you, Nina.
Great filming, y'all.
Girl, good job, y'all.
Girl, now I can take this shit off and burn it. No.